This is Mike, NoStressMike.com, talking more on my views on capitalism and how I feel I'm a capitalist. And as I was looking at the number one, man, I missed a lot. So that's why I thought, well, I better talk some more. Okay, now... a capitalist would be more in business. Business, they look for quality. They look for all kinds of things. With the end result is we're buying and we're selling, and it's not always products, it's services also. So, you know, it really kind of covers a lot of stuff. But the thing is, I don't know, and this is what the big experiment here is in China, how you can do capitalism with socialism or communism, you know, this type of stuff. A shared environment. You know, how do you make it work like that? Because capitalism, the more you put into it, the more you get out. Some people aren't motivated, or, you know, they've got other interests. You know, they'd rather go fishing, you know, or, you know, watch TV or you know, do something than to get involved with their life and look for ways to profit. And that's no problem. That's what the constitutionalist in me. And that's okay. If everybody was like me, we'd have a lot of problems. We need all different kinds of people. And what I talk about, the ones that just want to sit around and watch TV, still they get hungry. So when they get hungry, they have to get up and either sell themselves by the hour, and that's okay. Some people want to do like that, and they sell themselves by the hour. They're not really, I wouldn't really consider them, well, I guess they would be a capitalist. They would be. Because they're selling their time, they're selling their body, you know, and I mean, it's the same thing. I do Hoi Chi, that's what I'm doing. I'm selling my time. I'm selling my body. So, so I guess that would be. But like I say, they have those that want to do that, and those same people, or maybe somebody else, would want to grow a bunch of vegetables. And then remember, I've been in the restaurant business, you know, so that's entrepreneur. I get in all kinds of stuff. And in the restaurant business, I would use fresh food. Fresh food gave me better quality food. And so I'm buying from the local people to get fresh food. And I'm selling it to people. I'm selling them a product. And and so in other words, and I got to be nice to these people. If I'm nasty and mean nasty to these people, well, then hey, they're not going. They can go somewhere else to buy their food. They're not going to come to me. So that's why. There's one reason why, as a capitalist, it's a lot easier and better if you're nice and friendly towards others. But there's some that are just plain assholes that are capitalists. And matter of fact, when you look at President Trump, he's a capitalist, and he's an entrepreneur. And he's got a shitty attitude, but he's been able to make it work. So there's different ways of doing this stuff. You don't have to be a nice guy like me. There's other ways of doing it. So now, like I say, the Constitution allows for that, our U.S. Constitution. And now this is another thing that it's hard for people to understand, but the Constitution, our United States Constitution, was made in general, mostly, from Christian values. The people that put this all together basically had Christian values. And so the Constitution makes more sense if you don't necessarily have to be a Christian, but you have to understand Christian values to really get the fullest extent out of it. That's why President Obama, his whole objective was to go around the Constitution. The Constitution was a pain in the ass. He hated the Constitution. And it started with, like I say, guns. Of course you hate guns, and, if the Constitution needs guns to make the Constitution work. So he had to get rid of the Constitution before he can take care of the guns. He had to, and to do that, he had to degrade Christianity. So that's why there's a big attack on Christianity in the United States. They try to belittle them, try to make it sound like Christianity is nothing, So, and no respect in it. And once that is accomplished, then that means the Constitution is worthless. So that's why I'm a constitutionalist, and because I understand the Christian values. And I understand how they are applied in the United States Constitution. And so, in other words, I need the Constitution to make the capitalism work. Now, it's one of the things I thought was kind of odd is they buy and sell, and I haven't figured this all out in the way of capitalism. I haven't figured this all out, but now. United States or China they don't want to say it, but that's what they're doing. They're incorporating capitalism into their political system, and they're doing it through political means. That's the thing. But and I'm really still don't have it all figured out. But when I was in Cuba, now Cuba is small and it's under total control, and it was socialist. Communist dictator. It's everything put together as far as I'm concerned. And they still had businesses. So they still had entrepreneurs that wanted to start businesses. But it was very hard to go into business. And one thing because I'm attracted to business people. I like to talk to business people. We have a lot in common. And I always look, what are you selling? Maybe you're selling a product that I would like to get involved in. Like I do coins. I like coins. And that's when I'm trying to do business with people here in China. And they don't understand. That's because they don't understand the capitalism concept. I mean, not only I'm a customer and I want to buy the coins, but I would like to figure out how can I get involved with you. I want to increase your business. Give me a percentage of the sales that I get. Like a salesman kind of stuff. Except for I'll be doing it in a business. But anyway, in Cuba, you still had people that had their businesses. It was tough. I lost 11 pounds. I was there 10 days. I lost 11 pounds. There wasn't no food. So having a restaurant in Cuba was tough. And but every business that there was in Cuba, they knew Castro was a partner, and this is their mentality. Well, we're partners with Castro. He gets half of everything, and then that other half that pays for their cost, and whatever's left is their profit. So it really wasn't capitalism because the government got such a big bite out of it, and that's what's happened. That's why I had to leave the United States. It got to that point. Not only did the government tax me so much, but then with the regulations, they are telling me how to run my business. Remember I was talking about the vegetables? No more fresh vegetables. I had to buy vegetables through vendors that were certified through the government. So that's what I'm saying, more government involvement. They wanted total control. The United States government did. And so now the United States government is going backwards from capitalism to socialism. That's why they're doing it. That's why I had to leave the United States. And China, they're going the other way around. They're going from socialism type stuff to capitalism. And that's why I wanted to see how it worked. That's how I got over here in the first place. I was here in the spring, and I was here looking for a woman, and I realized, man, this place is not for me. So when I came back this next time, I came back with the idea of business. Well, business is not for me, so, and then that's when I stumbled on my wife, and so I thought, well, hey, this is where East meets West. But anyway, I know what capitalism is to me, and it's not just that. Because capitalism, like I say, is used in Cuba, even though they were partners with Castro. The capitalism is here, and it's the same thing. They're involved with the government. Some way or another, the exporters have to get permission through the government, and then if I go to a hotel, stay in a hotel, they have to report that I was there, so the government gets a cut of the money that I spend in China. So they've got their ways. They're trying to control the capitalism. And what it does is it complicates it, just like the United States. That's why I left the United States, and that's why I've got businesses in the United States and outside the United States. But like I say, to me, capitalism isn't just flat, that's the way it is. I learned it through the Constitution, constitutionalism. It's gave me the freedom to own businesses, to sell my labor, to sell my products, to sell and do business with anybody I wanted to do business with. Once you get, and then like I say, as the restrictions came, things changed. But like I say, that's all based on Christian values. And if you don't understand all this, then it's not going to work. Because like I say, I've seen people that I would consider capitalists, but they wanted to cheat people, to take their money. And I come across that a lot, man. Okay, we'll just take all, it's $1, let's charge him $2. You know what I mean? So, that's not capitalism. That's a screw job. I talk about capitalism. We have 4 of us doing business together. If one gets screwed, it's not. It's a screw job. 3 are screwing 1. In capitalism, everyone benefits. Everyone involved benefits. Not one person loses. When I go into business, if there's a financial loss somewhere, I will make up the financial loss with my partners. So they don't get that loss. I will get the loss. Because I put the idea together, I got everything going, I'm the one that's going to take the loss. And but then again, I'll probably shut down the business too at that, because I don't want people losing money. I sure don't want to lose money, but I will. That's because of my Christian values. So it's more than just greedy business people. It's nothing like that. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.